Good afternoon, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And I just was thinking, a lot of times we talk about investments, whether it be gold, silver, platinum, palladium, crude oil, commodities. We also talk about stocks, okay? We talk about ETFs, index. We talk about bonds. We don't talk about CDs. I don't even waste my time talking about CDs, okay? But there's a lot of things that we talk about when it comes to money. But one imperative thing, I know you guys love investing, but this is a financial channel. And we also have to talk about one of the most important things, and that's saving your money and how to save your money. Okay, look at Clan Killer. I always mess up your name, man. It's like a tongue twister for me to say two Ks back to back. But anyway, nonetheless, we need to understand that there's a lot of ways to save money, and we must figure out how to save money because, yes, very, very easy to invest. Good afternoon, penny stock investor. Okay, thank you for joining me today, guys. I do appreciate your support. And of course, Nolan Baptiste, I appreciate your support again. And Clan Killer, I'm mad at you, brother. You didn't go over to the Black Post and you didn't subscribe, okay? Neither did you, penny stock investor. I need y'all support on that channel, okay? And we'll get back on code with those things as well. But let's get into some situations. Let's talk about a couple of things that's going to absolutely help you guys to invest some of your money. Because first, in order to invest money, you need money, and you have to save money in those same regards, okay? You have to save money in those same regards. Now, a lot of you, I know that COVID-19 is keeping a lot of people out of work, but there are people still going to work. And matter of fact, on my block alone, I want to say there's 2 or 3 gentlemen I know. No, excuse me, 4 gentlemen. A guy that work at Microsoft, a guy that work at Cisco Systems, and an artist of some sort, graphic artist. They all drive into work still. And what I noticed is I was talking to one of them the other day, and they buy their lunch every single day. They buy their lunch every single day. And you should really brown bag your lunch. You should really brown bag your lunch. Now, thank God. Now, granted, even though you're at home, doesn't mean that you are saving money, because some of you, like myself, I did it today, but we rarely do it. You contact DoorDash, you contact Uber Eats, you contact Grubhub. And this is not for investment. This is for savings, because a lot of you will like to spend that money, then save that money. But in order to have a financial future and to secure that financial future, you need to save some of your money. And I know that money just burns your hands up, but you can't allow it to do that. You can't allow it to do that because, again, I want to point this out very, very simply. In order to invest your money, you have to save your money. That's very, very imperative for you to do. Okay. I just want to drive that home. Now, a lot of you, even till this day, because these are places open, and I've been beating up this industry for a very, very long time. For a very, very long time. Coffee. coffee, tea, don't matter. You guys love to go out and go through Starbucks or your independent coffee, and they're like, support your community. No, support your pockets. Support your pockets and buy your own. Buy you one of those Nespressos. Buy one of those Nespressos so you can drink your espresso. It's an espresso where you can drink your espresso. Okay, make your own coffee at home. There is no need, okay? There is no need for you to go out and buy $8 to $10 worth of sugar, because that's what it is, unless you drink it black like I do. Now, every now and again, I might put some stevia or some honey or agave in it, but that's very, very rare, okay? That's rare for me to do that. So I'm just saying, you know, guys, you really need to save money, especially on coffee, because I know that you guys spend lots and lots of money on coffee, okay? Lots and lots of money on coffee. Now, I just put that that link inside for you guys to go out and check out the Black post again. And this guy is crazy. Clan Killer says, get rid of your wife, the ultimate frugal lifestyle. I don't agree. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why I don't agree. Now, in many regards, in my past life, I would agree to that. But I've been with a couple of women that were savers, okay? They wasn't spenders. And going through different financial hardships, going through different financial times. If you're broke, why are you a spender? I don't get it. It's like broke people spend the most money. Rich people, wealthy people, people who are well established, people with goals, middle-class Americans. Middle-class Americans kind of like cutting a piece of pie. They all have their own different segments of how they spend money. Okay, how they spend money. But a lot of times investors spend money to make more money. And then the people that are at the poverty line and below the poverty line, they spend more money than they'll ever make. Thank you, Penny Stock Investor. Go ahead and check that out, brother. Go ahead and subscribe to the Black Post. Now, as I was telling viewers earlier on that particular channel, let me share that with you guys so you know how that actually looks. I know a lot of you are already familiar. I'm mad at Clan Killer because he didn't subscribe yet. So I'm going to beat him up about that. And this is the symbol you're looking for. It's a black fist with two envelopes, two pieces of mail, one white, one black. And then here are the two videos that this channel have already posted, okay? So go ahead and support that channel, guys. Go ahead and subscribe. I believe if you like people like Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Boyce Watkins, Philip Scott, the African Diaspora, Dr. Umar Johnson, people that are part of that first, that B1, Black First, I think that you guys will enjoy that content, okay? I think that you guys will enjoy that content. But anyway, what am I doing here? What am I doing? I done lost all my information. Give me 1 second, guys. This is what happens when you're not looking at what you're doing. I done lost all my notes. Give me 1 second. But in talking about coffee, when I was living in Washington, right, there were a lot of people, okay, a lot of people spending. I remember I was financial coaching this guy, and he was literally drinking coffee 2 to 3 times a day. And every time he went to go drink coffee, this guy will go to Starbucks or he will go to Seattle's Best. So he was spending wads of cash. I mean, I have really no idea why. He was spending around $20 a day on coffee. He was. Now, that's a good point, Clan Killer. Broke minority buy more BMW and Benz. That's true. What about this? This is very simple for most people to do. Now, I absolutely hate it because it makes no sense to me. But your grocery store, your food chain, loyalty programs, they still have that. Even at Whole Foods, if you're a Prime member, you get a certain amount of money off. Also, with that, Safeway, Albertsons, Food Lion, Kroger. Now, I don't know if all of these places have, quote unquote, these loyalty programs, because I thought a lot of them actually went away. But they have these loyalty programs where you sign up, you use your cell phone number, and then you get these discounts because it's their loyalty program. You're like, oh, well, it's psychological. And that's what people don't understand. When I start speaking psychologically, I tend to lose people because they don't understand how these organizations actually hire psychiatrists to learn how people think, to learn how people learn. Okay, they have learning psychiatrists, they have behavioral psychiatrists, they have people who deal in marketing, advertising psychiatrists to see what things attracts people. And these loyalty programs, like, nah, man, I'm gonna go to Kroger because I got a lot of points. But if you went to Safeway, they have the same steaks, they have the same vegetables at a cheaper price, but you're so locked into your loyalty program. We have to break that hole. Stop being loyal to people who ain't loyal to you. But when it comes to save money, every grocery store you shop at, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, I hate it, but go ahead and sign up for your loyalty program. My thing is this: if you're going to mark it down, if you're going to mark the food down because I gave you my phone number, then just mark it down. Why do I have to give you that? I'm here shopping for the food at your store anyway. I digress. Now, we understand that when we talk about, now this is going to be very deep, but I won't stay here long. When we start talking about nutrition, we start talking about health, I briefly saw around 10 seconds of the Minister of Wellness. You guys probably familiar with him off of the Africa Diaspora channel. But I watched literally 10 seconds. The guy that speaks so ministry. He speaks so ministry, this kind of just turned me off. But he did have a point. He was talking about don't eat apple pie because apple pie has a lot of sugar. And it made me go into the way we eat at our home. We mostly eat whole foods, meaning we eat spinach and we eat eggs and chicken and steak and all sorts of other whole foods. We don't eat a lot of pasta. If we eat a lot of, we do eat, well, it's not pasta, it's more like butternut squash that looks like it, or zucchini that maybe look like pasta. So we eat a lot of vegetable-based dishes with some meat. And we go through these trends where we're going to be, vegan this month, vegetarian this month, I always mess this one up. I was about to say Episcopalian. No, pescatarian, who knows? Okay, we just eating fish. I'll just say that. We're just eating fish. And yes, I do love pie as well. But he was kind of getting into the whole thing about cooking it very healthy, which if you're so used to unhealthy food, when you start to divulge into healthy food, it's a change. Okay, it's a change because when I started eating plant-based meats, some of them, if you overcook it, tastes like paper with water. Like someone took some notebook paper and tore it up and put water in it. Okay. Let me tell you what else is profitable for me before I move on to my next subject here. I have a book that I write all my information in. I'm going to show you right there. It says Ross World Stock Review Research. And it's good to have this by you as I'm writing down stocks. Okay, that I'm writing down stocks. And the reason why I'm not going to open it up because this is mine. You get your own. I'll just say that. All right. What about if you are a student of some sort? If you are in class, taking classes, you can get a student ID. Maybe you taking online courses. You can apply for a lot of discounts. You can apply for a lot of discounts. You have discounts like Chipotle, Domino's, Papa John's, Amazon. Amazon Prime gives you, I think it's right now we pay $120 a year. If you are a student of any kind, they will give you a discount of $59 a year, $60 a year essentially. $60 a year for Prime that most people are paying $100 for. You have J. Crew, Banana Republic, American Eagle, Kroger, technology and telecom discounts like Apple. What else did I write down here? Lenovo, ThinkPads, Adobe. Adobe gives students 60% off. Now, I know some people, they just love learning, but they will sign up for an easy course just to tell these manufacturers, these companies that they're a student, they get all of these discounts. Because I use Adobe, I use Amazon Prime. What else do I use here that I name? I'm not a big Apple guy, but Apple does do solid products. I think, and And I also do Pandora, but I don't see Pandora here, but they have Spotify and Hulu and Showtime. But again, I know a lot of people, just to let a lot of my community know, I'm not forgetting you guys about All Access TV. We are working on your request, and you should receive a reply to your email today. Now, All Access TV was that video I did to show you that you're going to get all of like 72,000 live channels, plus video on demand, plus a kids channel for $50 for 5 connections. That's $50 for 5 connections. And your email will be coming to you today. And I have open slots. We're going to do a one-on-one consultation where I'm going to show you how to set that up. Now, prior to me calling you, in that email, you're going to find that you need an Amazon 4K Fire Stick, okay? You need an Amazon 4K Fire Stick so we can get it rolling out, set up your account, etc. Okay, so if that's one of you guys, then know that the email is coming today, and I have time slots for Friday and Saturday. That business is absolutely taking off. People are loving the service. And again, I showed you, I have the same service, okay? I'm not going to be peddling and trying to offer and sell things if I'm not too invested in that product, okay? Now, what about credit cards? Now, we're talking about saving. A lot of you, and I like to do videos like this based on credit card rewards. Now, some people now say you're not going to get large rewards. And let me see if I can pop up my Gap card without showing my number, because we know we got a lot of scammers, we got a lot of trolls out there, and I don't want people to hack me. Then my credit card company, we're not going to pay you back the money you done showed your whole account on your damn YouTube channel. We know who your YouTube channel is. You know, they don't want to pay nobody no money, man. That's why they call you anytime they see, anytime they see anything out of place, okay? So let me see, can I blur this out? Does that? I don't think my last 4 really matters. Let's see. All right, so here's my Gap card. And you see I have a current balance that has a 13-cent credit. I always like to show you this because I pay over the amount. Okay, I pay over the amount. And I have since 1993, I think I paid for some stuff online. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This right here. Available in rewards, $250. Let me tell you what that means, because a lot of my clothes, like you see those white collar shirts I be having, that's not like dress shirts. Those are all from the Gap. They're all from the Gap. Now, I like to tell you guys of using Black-owned businesses, but again, if you can use a credit card to go get free clothes from any other establishment, then that's what you should do, okay? Let's look at these rewards. Let's look at these rewards. Okay, so right now, they're telling me by, let's see here, November 30th, I need to redeem these points. But literally, and when I mean that I literally have $250, I go into the Gap store and I'm like, man, I'm on a shopping spree, because here's the thing. You know that you can get Gap stuff. They always have all these discounts. And this is Gap, Navy, Old Navy, and Banana Republic. That's what this is. Okay, Old Navy, Gap. I like Gap better than Old Navy. I don't like Old Navy products, and Banana Republic. But I go into the Gap like, man, I'm gonna buy me 2 or 3 shirts. I'm gonna buy me some dress shorts. I'm gonna buy me some cheap shoes, because their shoes in the Gap are cheap. But anyway, I just want to show you about using your credit card for actual rewards. Now, I love this card, and I love my Venture One card with Capital One, okay? Because all I do is use that card to pay my bills, and then any rewards, I just put that back on a card for a credit, so I'm not coming out of pocket too much. Because here's the thing. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. You're going to spend money either way. You're going to spend money either way. So why not use your credit card? But you have to be very, very disciplined in doing this particular method, because if you let the billing cycle go to the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th, then you're going to incur interest, which you're then going to be paying back the credit card company's money. Don't do that, okay? Use your credit cards to pay off your bills, but make sure you have the funds, make sure you have the money to pay it off before the billing cycle, so you're not paying interest, okay? Very, very important. Very, very important. Here's another one. And I'm going to tell you, I love telling you my mistakes so you don't make the same mistakes. I was with T Maybe, also known as T-Mobile. I call them T Maybe because sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But in that, T Maybe, aka T-Mobile, is better than AT&T in this area, in my opinion. I recently switched from T-Mobile to AT&T, and I absolutely hate the service. I absolutely hate the service with AT&T. And better yet, we here in our home, we got swindled when we was getting AT&T gigabyte internet to also change our phone for discounts, but we're coming out more out of pocket than we were if we would have kept the AT&T internet with our T-Mobile, right? They made us get a new phone. We're like, well, these are new phones. Well, this is a promotion. And now, I don't get conned a lot. I don't get tricked a lot. I don't get scammed a lot because I actually see through it. But when someone works for a company that you know is reputable, it's easy to get tricked. And these guys are like, oh, I just need 20 more sales. And he was a manager, but he got us. I'm just going to let you know he got us. So if you have AT&T and you're good with that service, then keep it. But be very aware of AT&T if you don't have it. They're trying to bundle your phone and internet. Someone comes in your home while a technician is fixing it. The technician had nothing to do with the deal. A brother, he was actually doing a great job. And I'm not trying to make this a race thing. I'm just letting you know. But the manager was a white boy, and he got us. That's all I'm saying. I'm not making a race thing. I'm just pointing out the race. But he got us. And so now we're in the process. We're just waiting because we called AT&T. We complained. They gave us a credit. So now we're just waiting for that credit to diminish. And then we're going to go back to T-Mobile. Okay. We're going to go back to T-Mobile, back to T-Mobile, back to T-Mobile. Okay. Because I like T-Mobile. I didn't have any issues with T-Mobile. I really didn't. I drove from Washington to Texas, and I didn't have any issues with T-Mobile at all. It was doing quite well. It went out sometimes. This is a big country to drive across, and we don't have towers everywhere. But nonetheless, excuse me, we was doing. Now, granted, here's another one for you guys. Electricity. Let's see. Prophetess Thomas. Prophetess Thomas. I have them. She says, I have them for sale, but not home. I understand. You might want to look into it, sister. I don't know. Electricity. I know in Texas, you can shop around in most areas for electricity unless you're in a new area like we are, a new suburban division where they only have one carrier. But we know Encore, look up Encore Electricity. They're the one who owns these large grids everywhere. And then they let subdivision companies come in and buy certain amounts of electricity. And then off of those deals, those companies, those third-party companies come in and say, hey, we're charging 5 cents kilowatt, 10 cents kilowatt. But you might want to shop around for your electricity company because they are always in competition with themselves. They always have promotions, and don't get into a contract. That way you can switch every month. It's about saving that money. And here's the thing I want you guys to understand. When you are switching your service, like say, for instance, you go from AT&T to T-Mobile. Give me 1 second. You go from AT&T to T-Mobile. The amount of money that you were saving, that you will be saving, put that money into your savings account. What are we talking about? Savings, right? So you was already used to making that payment. So start saving that money in your savings account. It's very imperative, okay? Because if you really, truly want your money to make money, remember my old slogan, my money makes money. You really want your money to make money, then you have to have money to make money. We really, really need to understand that. Now, granted, here's another big one that some of you are just, ooh, I love my bank. I don't know why you love your bank. I don't have any loyalty to banks. Whatever banks give me the biggest discounts, and of course, no fees on checking, no fees on savings account, low fees on wire transfer, no fees on bill pays, because a lot of us bill pay from our checking account. No fees, no fees, no fees. That is what you should be looking at. You know how some of you may like, oh, if your account goes below $500, then you're going to be charged $5 a month. Get out of those banks. Those are crooks. Those are robbers. They're trying to steal your money. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, what they do with your money when you put them in your savings account, when you put them in your checking account, but mostly your savings account, because people put money in their savings accounts to do what? You said it, to save money. So when you put your monies in your savings account, they know that you're not trying to do what? Spend that money. So what they do is they take your money, the money that you're saving, and they invest your money into the stock market for they can make more money. Okay? For they can make more money. That's what you need to understand. Okay? Now, if you like this video, guys, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. This is Financial Literacy 101. Please like and subscribe. Thank you, Nolan Baptiste, for being on your job, good sir. But if you're not used to this channel, this is Financial Literacy 101. Every morning, Monday through Friday, I do a stock review of some kind to teach you guys how to invest, where to invest, and where not to invest, and I also give you debt management skills, information how to raise your credit score, saving, and also I said debt management. But anyway, banks can be the biggest crooks of them all, because they will charge you for every service. Now, here's another thing, which I like about my bank. My bank gives me my money back when I go to an ATM that is not my home bank. Up to 10 ATM withdrawals a month, okay? And I think they just increased the limit to $3. So any ATM withdrawal less than $3, they're going to reimburse me those ATM fees at the end of the month. Look for that as well. That is key. Because if you're taking money out, and here's another thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you're taking money out more than 10 times a month, something is going on in your finances. Something is going on in your finances, especially in this digital virtual world. Now, me, I always have cash somewhere, because you just never know. Because if the powers that be decide they was going to turn off the electricity, the only thing you're going to have is your money. And you know me, I got the paper dollar that means nothing without gold. I also have gold, and I also have real silver, okay? Because I'm trying to get on a boat and get the hell out of here. All that happens. No, this is not a gloom and doom, and this is not the apocalypse. I'm just saying, you want some real money on hand, okay? But you shouldn't be going over $10 a month. That's just for, my thing. How about your premiums? Every year, every quarter, certain companies, like what if you have regular cable, which I don't advise. Cable is very expensive, and that's why I was showing people all access TV. But nonetheless, even with your internet, shop around for your internet, because premiums go up and premiums go down. Those monthly amounts, like here's the biggest kicker. This is what I love. I have satellite radio. Hopefully these guys are not listening to me, because they find out what I'm doing, they might just charge me the real price. But who cares? Satellite radio, Sirius XM. We know that that's a company that merged together because they were hurting by themselves. Anyway, every 6 months, I pay $33 for my satellite radio, okay? And I love satellite radio. I like jazz. I like symphony. I like hip-hop and R&B. I like old school. I like the comedy channel, Kevin's Hart Comedy Channel. I listen to a lot of channels when I'm out and about in a basketball game, when a football game is on. I listen to that as well. So I like satellite radio. But what I do is every 6 months, they try to raise up my amount. But what I do is I take my calendar on my phone and I say 2 days prior, hey, I want to cancel my service. They say, well, you're still on promotion. I say, yeah, but after that, it's going to balloon up. Well, are you satisfied with the promotion that you're currently under? I said, well, yes, I am. Because in my mind, I'm like, I'm only paying $33 every 6 months. $33 every 6 months to have all that, entertainment for me. That's very, very cheap. And I said, well, I know this is going to go up, so I'm going to cancel. Well, sir, we can still offer you that same amount. Okay, you know what? That's not bad. I'll do that. And that's exactly how I act. Like they're doing me a favor. But here's the thing. When you want a service, a lot of times people don't have to sell you. You just go ahead and buy it because you want it. But with me, I kind of use reverse psychology. And I'm like, well, I guess the service not too bad. I guess I'll do it again. I'm just telling you what I do, okay? I'm just telling you what I do. All right. What about, and this is the kicker of them all, and a lot of you who've been on this channel for a while, budget. See, at rawsworldfinancial.com, that's rawsworldfinancial.com, I teach people all of these things that I teach on this channel, but in also a very intimate way, meaning we're getting to your actual bills, your actual interest rate, so I can show you how to approach and tackle those bills that harm your finances the most. Okay, because some of us, it's kind of like this. We need a coach. Like me, I go to the gym on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and on Saturday. And I have a personal trainer, but we're all in the group. We're all in a group. But I used to be a personal trainer when I was younger and lifting out. But you need that accountability. You need to report to someone so you can have that accountability. Like, oh, you know, I see you gained an inch. That means either that's muscle or that's fat. Oh, they do the pinch test. That's fat. You've been eating bad. Oh, well, you know, I did have a pizza. Yep, I had some potatoes. And then your trainer gets on you. So a financial coach, I'm in the same manner of your finances. You need to have that accountability. You need to report so we get your life where you want it to be. So when you're 60 and 70, you're old and decrepit, you're like, well, I was going to go to the Bahamas, but I'll just settle for Vegas. I'll just settle for the Grand Canyon. Nobody want to go to the Grand Canyon to see some old white dudes up on a mountaintop. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. Like, oh man, I've been to the Grand Canyon. They're like, what's there? Like, some presidents that's engraved in a mountain. Oh, that's really entertaining. That's really exciting. Hell nah. Okay, hell nah. All right. But anyway, I put that website out there for you guys if you want to check out Ross World Financial. Good afternoon, Ashley Hawkins. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining me today. Let's move right along. Oh, budget. We're talking about budget. Now, there's a lot of free budgeting apps out there, but sometimes the best thing could be paper and pen. Paper and pen can be your best friend, but you can also, because you have all these bills, all your utilities, first and foremost, your income, all your different streams of income, regardless if it's 1 to 10, all your different streams of income, you put that information to an app. I like Mint. I like YNAB, why you need a budget, and also like a good Excel spreadsheet that NerdWallet offers. NerdWallet offers a good Excel budget spreadsheet, but I also like Mint because Mint is free, but it has a lot of advertisements, but that's how they make their money. I get it. And then YNAB, unfortunately, that is a paid service, but they're really, really, really good. But nonetheless, you put all your incomes in there. You put all your utilities, all your bills, your goals, all of that, and it will, with their special algorithm and computer software, they compute what you should be doing, okay? They should compute before, because a lot of you may find out you're spending more money than you're making. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. At the end of the month, do you have money remaining in your bank account? Do you have money remaining in your bank account? That's one question. The second question is, are all of your credit cards zeroed out? You have zero balance, or you're like my account that I showed you earlier, where you actually have a credit. Answer that question. I want you to answer that question. Do you always have a balance left on your credit cards? Meaning, on your, say for instance, your credit card is $5,000, but you have $200 always left on it, and you don't have enough money to pay it off. That means that you are using your credit card as an extension of wealth, okay? Or that means that you have more month at the end of your money. You have more month at the end of your money. That means that the month still have days remaining in it, but you are at the end of your money. You have no more money. You have no more money for the end of the month. I know I'm doing a lot of wordplay, but I really want to drive this home so you understand that you may be a person not knowing you live in debt because you're like, oh, well, girl, I don't really got no money in my account, but I got my credit card. I'm just going to pay that off, but I don't get paid to the first. But, well, and then you're going to find yourself in debt. That you're going to find yourself in debt. Regardless if you're male or female, that is a train wreck, okay? Because male and females, some people like believe that females spend more, but let me tell you, statistically, we both spend a lot more money. Because me, I like stuff to make my garage look nice, or I like nice shirts whenever I can afford them and I don't go to the Gap, right? But the point is we all have our different vices that we lean on to pay for. It could be food. It can be clothing. It can be gadgets. It can be services. It can be the spa. It can be the nail shop. And when I'm talking about the nail shop, I go get pedicures every now and again. I go get manicures every now and again. So it doesn't matter. I don't want this to be a sexist thing because we understand that we all are BMF. We're blowing money fast. You can't blow money fast. See, that term may sound nice, but it isn't nice. Blowing money fast. But see, those people who tell you blowing money fast, they make money fast. They probably make more money fast than the money that they blow. I'm just going to say that. Okay. I'm just going to say that. Now, for a lot of you homeowners out there, let me give you a bit of advice when it comes to refinancing your mortgage. Now, let's take, for instance, you have a 30-year fixed mortgage with $100,000 principal, remaining with an interest rate of 9%, which is astronomical. It has a principal interest payment of $804.62 a month. Now, that same loan at 4.5%, okay, the reduction, 50% reduction, reduces your payment of $506 for a monthly savings of $300 roughly. Now, granted, over 25 years invested at 5%, you will end up saving $175,000. Now, most loans won't let you refi unless you are about around 9 months, 6 to 9 months. But most people, I tell them, you're going to refi, wait an entire year to refi. And when you refi, understand this, ladies and gentlemen, you are going into a new loan. You're not in the same loan. Most banks that you have your mortgage with, they won't even give you a refi. Now, very few of them will. You would be going with another bank, and this is a whole nother loan. So this bank is going to pay off your first loan, and they're going to give you your second loan, but it's going to be at a reduced price. But understand you're tacking on years of paying for that home. So my solution to that is, if you have a home and you're paying $1,200 a month on that mortgage, you get refied and they say, okay, your payments went down from $1,200 to $1,000. This is what I want you to do. And I want you to apply this extra money to the principal. Still pay $1,200 for one more year. Still, you're already used to the payments. Your budget, everything about your life is predicated upon you paying $1,200 a month. So for one more year, before you start pocketing some of that cash, I want you to pay $1,200, okay, and apply $200 to the principal. So if your regular mortgage on your first loan is $1,200, and that's not including any extra money, when you do that refi and they reduce it down by $150 to $200, hopefully, respectfully, you apply that extra $200 that you don't have to pay really, but apply to your principal. So you knock off the head of the dragon. You kill the nanny, meaning that you reduce your year as though you was on the same track, you was on the same trajectory as you were before. Okay, that's going to help you out financially. Then after that 1 year, I want you to go ahead and park it $100 and put that in your savings account, pay off some debt you may have. But with that extra $100, I want you to apply that extra $100 to your principal and keep that going. Okay, so your profit is going to be $100, which is a lot better because now you have $100 in your pocket and you have $100 hitting your principal. Okay, hopefully that helps out a lot of people. Bottom line is this: when it comes to purchases in your life, what I want you to do is save up for those large purchases. I want you to save up for your vacation. Stop throwing everything on. Wow, that came in loud. Excuse me. Those purchases cost a lot of money. Those vacations cost a lot of money, and you would like to put all of that on your credit card because you don't have the cash at hand. COVID-19, other than people getting sick, other than people losing their jobs, and other than people dying, has done a lot of great things financially for people who kept their jobs and for people who wasn't right with their finances, because it's giving you time to dig inside your finances. It's giving you time to save a lot of money. It's giving you time to learn how to cook. Hopefully you do that. Hopefully you're taking this time to do that. Hopefully it's taking you time to do that, because this is the time you guys should be actually doing that. Who do we have in the chat room? I see someone just popped up. Oh, the Black Post is here. What's going on, brother? What's going on, brother? Okay. Clan Killer says, my child support took my vacation. Plantation life ain't easy. Now, I'm just going to start calling you 187. These damn K's are killing me. Now, 187, you invest a lot of money. We've talked about investments. You've given me a lot of stock to invest in. The one thing you need to invest in, my brother, is a vacation. Now, here's my thing. If you're in debt, I want you to really start saving for your vacation. But guess what, guys? This COVID-19 thing is not going to be forever, okay? So I want you guys to plan. I want you guys to save for a vacation. And this is one of those big purchase items, okay? Big purchase item, whether it be a car. You should be saving your butt off right now. You shouldn't be ordering out, going out, eat, spend all your money in food and activities. This is a great opportunity for you to save a lot of money, okay? So hopefully these ways that I've given you should give you some insight on different methods that you can go about and save tons of money. Stop going to Starbucks and Seattle's Best and your local coffee shops all the time. Make it a treat for yourself. Maybe once every 2 weeks. Maybe if you're so addicted, maybe once a week. But try making your own coffee and tea. It'll save you a lot of money. Make that a treat. Like, oh man, I'm going to Starbucks today. Because some people get excited. You'll treat yourself. And here's another thing. I told you about the guy who was spending $20 a day in coffee. After I spoke with him, now he only drinks coffee at home. He brings it with at work. But do you understand? I'm going to do the math very quickly. I'm going to do 20 times 30. I should know this by the top, but it's late in the day. And don't forget, guys, I have to go on later tonight. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, I will be on later tonight, 7 p.m. Central. Okay, I will be on later tonight, 7 p.m. Central. But anyway, 20 times 30. So he was spending $20 a day for a month, which is 30 days, $600. Okay, $600. He was spending $600 a day on coffee. I mean, $600 a month on coffee. That is a house note. That is a car note. That is a tuition payment. That is 2 months savings of a vacation. Okay, $1,000 vacation. I like to take what I call $1,000 vacation, where you go somewhere local, maybe slightly out of state, maybe a couple of states away. And that $1,000 covers everything: hotel, food, activity, and gas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining me today. 187. Thank you, Nola Baptiste. Thank you, Prophetess. Thank you, Ashley Hawkins. I thank you all for joining me today, as well as Ali Jr. Thank you all, Penny Stock Investor. Thank you all for joining me today. I love your support. And again, if you guys have the opportunity, I want you guys to go over to the Black Post. You see him in the chat room right here. The Black Post. He just put a message right here, guys. The Black Post. Go over and subscribe to that channel where you can get Black history, Black media, and a lot of B1 information. I think that you will like it. This is Financial Literacy 101. Catch me tonight at 7 p.m. Central right here on Financial 101. Learn money and be inspired. You guys have a great and wonderful day. I'm out.